will start our discussion about human resource management overview. This is the first lecture about human resource management. Broadly, we are going to discuss what is human resource management and how it relates to the management process. Management business is growing day by day, and the importance of human resource is increasing in the business phenomenon too much. That's why human resource is required. Human resource is an asset because nowadays organization is not the name of a furniture or an office. We make organization with people because they work for common objectives and they contribute towards the achievement of organizational objectives. Therefore, HRM, human resource management, is the most important function in any organization, whether it's a small or a big organization. In our discussion today, we are going to discuss what is human resource management. And when we say management, management is a process of planning, organizing, controlling, staffing, monitoring, evaluating. This is a process. If it is about human resource, this will become human resource management. If it is about marketing, this becomes marketing management. If it is about production, it becomes production management. We will see by examples that how important it is for all the managers. We'll see some examples. We'll see what is the role of line managers, what is the role of office manager or a staff manager, while line manager is going to take care of their immediate supervisor, subordinates, and same way office managers and staff is going to take care of the line management as a strategic contribution towards HR. Briefly discuss and illustrate each of the important trends. What are the recent trends in terms of human resource? Because globalization is increasing, quality of manpower, education, demographics, age, religion, culture, and these expanding, changing world, creating too much challenges for the human resource. Information technology, increasing softwares, technical knowledge requirements, and other factors are key contributor to be understand and to be addressed by HR department. Then we will see that we'll list and briefly describe human resource management, what is the definition, what is acquisition, what is hiring, training, appointment, selection, and post-selection effects, and need identification, job identification, skill identification. All this we will discuss in today's discussion. We'll define and give an example of evidence-based human resource management in general. We will start our discussion what is human resource management. It's a process of acquiring human resources, training. Once you get them on your board, you have to train them for the job that they cannot do, so they will become more effective and efficient. We will do appraising. Appraising is how to give them a performance criterion and how to compare them with their standards. This is what we will learn. And compensating employees means how they will be paid according to their abilities, performance, skills, competencies. And we'll see that how important it is to create a relation between labor in terms of labor unions for those countries where it exists, and other than that, how to maintain the production resources, production labor relations, or management relations. Health and safety is the responsibility of human resource department, so we have to see that our employees are sitting in a hygienic place, they are safe, they have privacy, they have security, they have no health issues. This is we have to make sure, and they are into fair conditions. This will be the scope of the human resource management. We have to discuss that what is an organization and what is a manager who is managing all the staffs for the organizations in general. Let's talk about management process. All management start from planning. Suppose today your company is thinking that they will grow, so they should develop you as an HR manager. So this is the planning phase. If they have a plan, then all other process will do. If we don't have plans, we cannot do anything. That's why all organizations are looking for leaders. Like previously we used to look for managers who can manage the show of the company, but nowadays because the business phenomenon has increased, information technology is advancing, competitors are doing new things, so you need people who can think new, who can plan something. So planning is the first phase to start. So when you were doing a planning to do this course, of course, you organize information from here and there. You might test certain institutes and you choose one. This is organization of information. And once we have a plan, we organize information, we start staffing the people, we start leading them, we start controlling them, and then it is a continuous cycle which is ongoing. When we reach to one level of achievement, we set another level of achievement. So it's a continuous process which is defining the management process. Let's talk about human resource process, because first you have to understand what is a management process, and management is a bigger term, it covers everything. Then you have financial management, you have human resource management, you have marketing management, but all managerial components will always remain same. Let's talk about human resource. Like today, if you're thinking that you should develop your mind, your abilities, your competency as an HR manager, so this is the full scope of the picture that you should know. Maybe you work in a company where there is no union, so you are not working with the labor, but it doesn't matter because we study broad things, and when we go in the real life, we do certain things out of that, right? So human resource, you will be dealing with acquisition of human resource, the employee, the manpowers. Then you should be fair, because especially in the United States, when you are black and white, there is a prejudice over certain ethnicity and male, female, gender discrimination. There are certain issues. So you should be fair. Health and safety, you have to take care of the health and safety of the people without saying them. Suppose if I am sitting on a place where there is no light and it affects my eyesight in the long run, this is to some extent is not my job to tell you that I don't have hygienic facilities. There's the role of HR manager to see that their employees are protected, safe, they are sitting in a hygienic place, they are germs free, they are virus free. This is the main job of HR management. Labor relation is very important. How to keep employees motivated? Are they satisfied? Are we appraising them? Do they meet the performance criterions? This is the core job that you have to do as a labor relations. There will be a mechanism. This mechanism in the next lectures we will discuss how to appraise employees. We will discuss that there will be a head of department. The initial reports will go to them, then it will come to HR. They will have certain standards they will take care of. Compensation is very important. Compensation is a big term which covers your salary, your benefits, your future allowances, your way forward. So in all big organizations, we know that we started with this salary, after 1 year we'll be in this salary, after 2 years if we achieve this landmark, we will achieve to this categories. These are the setups which is already planted. Nowadays, every organization has a proper organizational structure and they have proper hierarchical responsibilities. So once you meet the criteria, your performance goes, automatically you move to the next level of where your compensation, other benefits changes automatically. So it leads to like a long-term relation between an employer and employee in terms of taking care of compensation part. Appraisal management is again very important. We have different people like starting from lower management to senior management. So all this has to be appraised. Senior management appraisal criterions are different. Junior management or middle management criterions are different. How we set these criteria, how we control these criteria, what are different procedures, this we have to discuss in the appraisal part. Training is very important for employees because employees are your asset. Asset is an accounting term which means valuables. So the most valued asset that you have in fact is the human resource. If you are loyal, if you are committed, if you are professional, these are basic ingredients you have, then companies should invest in you to develop your skills, abilities. So once you go back to your office, you are a dynamic person, you have the latest knowledge which you can bring in your organization, and it will help them to flourish themselves in fact. So investing in employee is indirectly investing in themselves. We have so many clients from oil companies, from banks, from others. They send their employees, they spend big amounts on them, and we train them certain courses like HR, sales, and banking, finance. And after a course, maybe 5 days, 10 days, or 5 months, 6 months, some courses are 1 year. So once they start delivering a change in the organization, which helps achieving organizational objectives and comparing themselves with the best organizations in the world. If you know what are the HR policies of Google, Microsoft, Apple, and the other similar size companies, if you are talking about Oracle, like if you are into software development, so if you have a proper idea that how they manage, how they hire, how they fire, what are the rules, what are the contracts they do with the employees, it will be surely adding value in your organization and in your own departments.